fans, welcome back to another episode of Musical People in Journey, MPJ for short. New album rock review show where we review all the latest albums that have been released in February, and now we've listened to them. It's taken a month to listen to them because there's so many of them. And welcome to my panel, to Trish and to Paul. Welcome, gang.
Hello.
Obviously, we are missing the wonderful Andy and the amazing Dom, but they have listened and voted. And today, we are reviewing Inhaler! Yes, Inhale the music. Inhale the rock that is Inhaler with their album Open Wide. Now, Paul. Let's start with you, shall we? With a bit of Inhaler. What did you think of Open Wide? First time reviewing. What did you think? Yep.
Okay. Indie rock band Inhaler hail from Ireland and have released their third album, Open Wide, to rave reviews in the pop world. Maybe I emphasise pop world.
Yeah, no, crack on.
This is a well-produced album, but the band are definitely going down the killer U2 path. Or maybe it's because the singer is Bono's son, which I later found out when going over this review. Alas, even taking away that fact, and although solid, for me there was nothing new or engaging enough for me to want to listen to it again.
Oh. Trish, what did you... What do you think?
Okay, so again, other albums with this quite chill vibe album for Inhaler, but maybe a bit more up-tempo at times, especially with tracks Your House, A Question of You, and the title track Open Wide, which I quite enjoyed. I felt at times I couldn't tell if I was listening to the Wombats or Inhaler, as the crossovers in their albums are quite similar to me personally from listening. For sure, if the genre of indie influenced, chill, relaxed music is your go-to, then you will love this album. And kudos to them, they are musicians. I am not. But for me personally, this isn't my jam. But as I've said before, if it was on, I wouldn't turn it off, as there were some tracks that I enjoyed and it had a little bit more bite to it. It's just not a go-to album for me.
Inhale the brilliance of Inhaler. Oh, that's what I first thought. Anyway, when I first listened, the first couple of listens to this album, I just was rocking out. Loved it. And then, because I listened to the first couple of times, and I go, yes, brilliant. And then I start listening to it again to go, right, which ones are going to get onto my cool song playlist? And I can't remember if I actually put any on there. It all became a little bit samey, I think, a little bit generic. There wasn't anything that was just like, wow. Did I enjoy the album? Loved it. Well, no, actually, in the end, I really liked it. I might not have loved it otherwise. When you love an album, you keep putting it on again and again and again and again, and you just like you can listen to it 10 times. Kind of got a little bit bored by the fourth time that I listened to the album, and again, there wasn't really enough hero songs for me that I think, oh, I want to hear that particular song again. But I liked the vibe of the album. I liked its upbeat tempos. I liked everything about it. So as an album, again, wind the window down, sunshine, and belt it out. Really kind of cool, kind of listening album from that way. So it's quite rare that an album it starts up there and then starts to come down for me in scoring wise. This one particularly did, and Paul's right. Towards the end, Paul happened to mention they sound a bit U2-ish, and I went, really? And then I started to hear it more towards the back end of the album, I would say. I didn't hear it right permutate through the album, but certainly towards the back end of the album, that you could hear that where that U2 kind of maybe influence was kind of coming from a little bit. But it wasn't like I would say it was probably that there was some influence in there rather than a take of U2. There was just some chords and just a bit of influence in there, I would probably say, from that perspective. So, which is not surprising, really. what did we think of the album? If it gets more than 4, it gets into our Hall of Fame. So, well, I would start by saying, okay, that as again, Andy and Dom this month are joined at the hip. Absolutely joined at those two. It's like there was one review, because they both give it a 4. They both really like the album, as did I. As did I. I also give this a 4 as well. Trish, what did you give it?
I gave it a 3.
A 3. Do you know what? If Paul gives this a 5, going to get into the Hall of Fame.
Oh, it's not happening.
It will. If Paul gives this a 5, they get into the Hall of Fame. And Paul, there is a 5 in your score here, so my printer's not quite working properly. What did you give it?
I give it 2.5.
I knew there was a 5 in there. So, it's solid though, 3.5. It's got 17.5 out of 25. 3.5 is pretty solid. Thanks to the indie rock fans that are me, Andy and Dom. This is what I don't understand, Dom. He goes for absolute screamer, but loves his indie rock. So, from that perspective. Anyway, thanks to my wonderful panel here today. Thanks to Trish and to Paul. Thanks again also to Andy and Dom. Keep safe, keep on rocking. By the way, if you disagree, leave a comment. Or if you agree, leave a comment. And while you're there, because I do need a new printer, hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Keep on rocking. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.